Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star. Today I got another episode for y'all about Rizza Islam, Brother Polight, and the audio of Louis Farrakhan speaking on Rizza Islam's allegations. Now, if you are new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. If you are subscribed, make sure you hit that like button. Even if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the like button. So again, we're gonna get into this. I'm sorry, I got to use my phone today because something is wrong with the mic on my laptop, and this is how we got to do. So I ain't gonna be able to share my screen. I'm gonna just have to play the audio from my other phone, and that's how we're gonna do it. So, Rizza Islam was addressed with was alleged to have raped his fiance, right? Polight, as you guys already know, that he was alleged to had some type of relations with a younger child or whatever. One of his believe one of his wives that he's not with anymore. And I was thinking one day, like when I heard this whole Rizza thing, and I was like, yo, is this like what they do to people who go against the grain? Because I noticed this is like a thing, right? People who go against the dominant society or white supremacy and bangs on them really hard. Because our brother Rizza Islam is definitely a advocate of the no jabs, right? The little things we was having to do while we was wearing the mask. Y'all know what the jabs are, right? So he was a big advocate for not getting the jabs. Let me say that he was a big advocate for not getting the jabs. He was part of the disinformation dozen. The government basically picked 12 people, not picked 12 people, but they selected 12 people that they had as the disinformation dozen of people who were running around with this information that was going against the jab. So I don't know if that's playing a role, and you know, because I know him and Polight banged on white supremacy very hard. You know, they got our brother Bill Cosby with the same type of allegations. I want to say R. Kelly, but you know, I just don't like with the R. Kelly thing how they charged him with the RICO law, right? So you charge him with the RICO law, but he's the only one locked up, right? When you get a drug case and it's a RICO law, you get about 20 something people round up in that joint, right? So R. Kelly's the only one in this case who goes to jail. Somehow, you know, you got a RICO case where you're the only one getting charged with something. So, let me play this audio for y'all. Again, I got this microphone, the speaker right here that y'all gonna be able to hear it on. So, listen real quick, family. This is Louis Farrakhan addressing Rizza Islam's rape allegation. I believe this was in a meeting, a business laborers meeting, from the NOI, and again, whoever recorded this was probably an agent, right? Because you know all the organizations get infiltrated. So let me play this real quick so y'all can hear the whole audio.
Because the women are going to fall in love with you. But you can't have them all.
How many bastard children do you have?
I don't know how Solomon made out.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe button, family.
I don't know how long he lived either. And she'll kill himself with the 1,000 concubines. But I'm not envious of Solomon. And you know, when you understand who a woman is and what a woman is, please, brothers, don't mess with them. Don't mess over them. They are from God, but they can be from the devil if you don't treat them right. Sisters, we're going to get into that September 16th.
I believe that's his court date, or was his court date.
The sister is charging you, brother, with rape. That's a horrible challenge. But to my sister, you lowered yourself. You were engaged to that man. According to what I read. And you allowed him to stay in your house. You allowed him to lay down on your bed. And he laid down beside you. What the hell is going on here?
See what the hell is going on?
And get angry with you because you act like the savage that's just a quarter of an inch under your skin. See, you bring the nigga out of us and then act like you did nothing. If you engage don't mean come to my room, get in my bed, and I'll lay beside you and nothing better happens. You're a damn fool. Now, when you started acting up like you wanted something,
That's how they do it.
Rizza, no. Stop. See, when you get this nigga up in a man, and you were telling stop. Well, what the hell are you doing? Getting me in this condition recently and telling me stop. You got to be a hell of a man to get that close and stop. Sisters, you need to mind yourself. You want to pull down a good man, and you got him. But I bet you he gonna marry you.
Hit that like button, family.
If you want a man, don't give him a damn thing but the grievance.
Hit that subscribe button, family.
And give the greeting with your eyes lowered. Our women are beautiful, man. You can't lay beside one of our women. And even the ugliest one you think is ugly, lay beside her and say, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You better come to the class, FOI class, and learn how to be a good man. So, Brother Rizza, I very much love you. and I respect the good work that you do, but don't mess it up by being immoral because you're handsome and highly intelligent and you win arguments. Good. But you can't win an argument with God and His law. And you're going to have to answer to the law.
Now, family, that was it. So again, I want to say he addressed the female as well, and this is just my perspective of it. I don't really feel like um that this is true. So, like at the end of the day, because I know that people can get coached into doing things to people. You know, again, he's a very well-known person in the community and even around the world. Man, Riz is definitely a heavy hitter. He's very intelligent. Again, this is your fiance, so like I don't see how a person could just like how like it, how a female. I know how females do now, but I just don't see how that can be like rape. I guess I mean a person can rape their fiance, but I mean let's be for real. Let's be for real, family. What was the point of again? Just like the minister said, you brung them over because they have rules in the NOI, right? So they have courting rules. I was just listening to Brother Ben X, and again, I'm neutral because I'm not religious at all. I don't subscribe to Christianity, Buddhism, Islam, any of it, right? So I'm neutral in this. So I don't deal with religion. I don't really like religion too much, but if that's what you do, you know, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? If it makes you better, a better person, then I agree with you and what you do, right? Just don't try to convert me. Um, but again, they have like court shit, right? So they courting people, and even like again, I was listening to Brother Ben X, and they have to when they courting someone, they have to bring them along. They have to bring other people along while they go out to eat, this, that, and third. And he was telling the female that he was talking to, like, oh, they don't sit at the table. They can be outside. They can be at the other table. You know what I mean? So it's just like they're not in your business, but they're around just to make sure you know things are people are acting right and things like that. I guess for situations like this. But again, you know, we all human. We got phones. You can be like, yo, come to my crib and this, that, and the third. So again, you know, that whole because girls like to do that. Girls like to tease, and I always thought that was corny, right? Like I can't stand a person that tease. Like if you're a female and you tease me, bro, you got one time to do that shit, and that shit is a turn off like a mug for me because it's one thing to be just a little flirty, but when you like try to lead someone on and then like you know just act you know just like you don't want anything, like it's almost like I had somebody do that to me and it wasn't even on no sexual shit. It was just like yo, the person was very flirtatious, always you know feeling on me, things like that, and you know very flirtatious again. And I remember I was like, yo, what's up, let me get your numbers. It's like, for what? I was like, for what you mean? Like, what you mean for what? Like, you going through all this just to like, that's what I'm saying. It's like a game to them. They want to see people on the, some girls just want attention, right? Like, and again, like, again, I just can't see it as your fiance and she calling you over there in the middle of the night. Y'all laying in her bed and then it's like, yo, he tried to rape me. Like, come on, man. That's why I said that doesn't make any sense. And again, a lot of people didn't like that he went at her. But again, man, we like some of these females definitely be out here lying, definitely out here stunting. Again, like the brother, like I said, even with Polight, like again, I don't even know what's going on with Polite situation, right? You know, because it got a lot of leeway when it first happened, and then out of nowhere, it just kind of went away, right? And Plight still be on Instagram. That's why I wish I could have my computer working because I could show y'all. He still be on Instagram flossing, he's still doing it big. So it's just like almost like, and even when you look at a person, I ain't saying that Instagram or social media can show how a person's really feeling, but you know, he don't look sad at all when he when he be on there. I'll tell you that much. But we all look happy on Instagram or on social media for the most part. Like nobody likes to show the down moments, right? But I'm gonna say he doesn't speak like he was speaking when it first happened, right? So um I don't know if somebody got paid off. I kind of fell back from, because I used to really, really follow Polight heavy. I fell back just for the simple fact of the nature of the charges. Being someone who was molested when they was younger. Of course I ain't agreeing with none of that, regardless if I was or wasn't. But I just feel like sometimes things happen to people who go against the grain, and like, because again, one day I was telling my friend, like, yo, when they put these type of charges on people, like it's not like you're saying, yo, this dude stole, you know what I mean? Like he was selling drugs. Even he killed. So I would even go as far to say they killed someone, right? These are charges that if you put on somebody, people can be forgiving, right? People can be like, yo, you know what? I ain't going with that. You know what I mean? All right, well, he did what he did, and you know what I mean? It is what it is. But when it's a sexual crime, that's hard for people to look past. And I feel like that white supremacy knows this, and this is why it's a tactic that they like using on our people. Do you feel what I'm saying? On our brothers and sisters that are really mostly our brothers though, but that go against the grain. You feel me? So I don't know how much I can like believe. Um I don't like to believe anything, but I don't know how much I can I don't know how I could. I don't want to take it as being insensitive and saying, "Yo, these people were just straight up lying." But again, watch this. So you have Ari Spears and Tiffany Haddish, right? Everybody that case came out, everybody was sued. And again, I still don't agree with the movie. With the, I know I heard it was a PSA. They was doing like a public service announcement to try to you know see what a predator is like or whatever. I just don't like the fact that they used kids. That was very distasteful. I think it was very inappropriate to use an actual kid, and uh, but again, right? So their charges got dropped, right? They said that, Tiffany gave up the bag and the charges were dismissed, right? So the lawsuit was dismissed and eventually thrown out of court. And again, I know because first her lawyers were saying she ain't want to get shook down, but I know that, amongst all the bad publicity, that was somebody was just like, yo, this is part of the game. Just, hand over the bag. Let that go away because you don't want that lingering. You get what I'm saying? So, um, but again, also, now that the person took the bag to drop the charges, it almost makes me feel as though, did it really happen? Or is this the only reason that you're into it, right? So, that definitely makes a difference, right? So again, that's why I said with the Polight thing, I don't know if it's over. Again, I'm not going with the whole, at least with Polight situation, right? Again, I don't know what he did. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. I wasn't there, whatever. But if he beats the case on a technicality, right? That's one thing, right? If you just outright beat it and you go to trial and you just like win, that's another thing, right? But technicalities, payoffs, like I don't like the sound of that to an extent. You get what I'm saying? Like if you paid this person off, but again, that will almost make me think to an extent, if you paid this girl's mother off, did this really happen, right? Or is this the mother just a piece of shit who's just hungry for bread and used her daughter for this like scenario? I mean, you got people out there that's like that, man. You got people out there that use their kids for anything to get a check. You know what I'm saying? Um, but at the same time, you still got to, you know, be cautious of how you move, because everybody's not on the up and up either. And I'm not saying that these brothers aren't on the up and up, but you just never know, bro. Because like again, when my situation, you would have never known like that these people were like this, right? You got people with a wife, kids, you know what I'm saying, like that, and then next thing you know, they like little boys or they like little girls or whatever. So it's like you just never know, right? These people could be prominent people in the community, and then this is the type of way they are. So it's just almost like um you still have to be cautious, right? You still have to be cautious, and you don't want to be insensitive to the people who are accusing these people of things. But then also I just have to say that like girls do play a lot of games. So you got a lot of sneaky chicks, you got a lot of chicks that like to tease people. Um and again, a lot of them like to just, man, that whole thing with Rizza is mind blowing to me, because it's almost like the Mike Tyson thing. Like you call me to the hotel 3 in the morning, and now all of a sudden I'm trying to take your shit. Like that come on, like what's the whole point of this? If you didn't want to do anything, why are you inviting me to your crib? And not even to your crib, right? Because you can invite me to the crib depending on what time it is. It's like if it's 3 in the morning, you inviting somebody to the house. It's like, why couldn't you just wait till the morning? Because that we all know, we're grown enough to all know the type of time that booty calls are being called, right? You know what I'm saying? So like let's not be naive and stuff. So it's just like, um, at what point is it like, okay, so now you bringing me into the room, you laying me on the bed, and it's just like, bro, if you didn't want to do anything, I always believe that you just should just make that known from the door. Don't put yourself in vulnerable situations, especially as a female. You don't want to have sex with a dude, bro. Don't be laying all up with the dude and all this other stuff, feeling on him, rubbing on him, kissing on him, and you don't really want to do anything beyond that. Like, cause that is I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying from a man's perspective, like I would just rather you just chill. I would just rather just chill than you to work me up to just not want to do anything anymore. That shit is corny. That shit is just corny all in itself. All that teasing and flirty shit, but you don't really want to kick it with somebody, or it's just almost like, why even do that to people? Like then you wonder why like certain things happen. I'm not saying they should happen, but this is how things happen, right? It's almost like antagonizing somebody and then they punch you in your mouth. You feel me? It's just like, well, the person didn't hit you. Like all he was doing was saying stuff. Like he didn't hit you. You ain't have to hit him. But it's just like, why keep messing with somebody? You feel me? To the point where they mad that they have to punch you in your mouth. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like, um, yeah, why even put yourself in that position? I mean, this is just advice from females. If you're a female and you out there, like don't be off that teasy, flirty shit. Like if you're not gonna do something with people or you don't really like someone like that, it's no need to even be like that. Why be flirtatious like that? Because a lot of girls get a dig out of that to just like, do all that teasing stuff. And it's very, very turned off, at least to me. I'm turned off by the whole teasing thing. I'm cool with that. Like I'm too grown. You know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna be off that, listen, man, go do that shit with somebody else, man. You know what I'm saying? But like again, I just think that this is a tactic of white supremacy and how they move when they trying to discredit one of our people. Again, we still got love for our brothers, regardless, right? Regardless, because you can't just throw people away. I believe that you know, some people could just need help, man. Some people need help at the end of the day, yo. And like some people been through stuff that, messed them up mentally, and that's how they are. You get what I'm saying? Not saying that not letting it justifying anything. I ain't justifying anything, dog. Because if you did some bullshit, you deserve the consequences for that bullshit, right? But again, at the same time, um, you know, we can't just throw people away to the wolves and just say F you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But um I just want with our brothers, because I know that this system is corrupt. I know that we have one of the most corrupt judicial systems on the planet, right? This is why I'm writing the book. I'm not going to say the name of it, but I'm almost finished. Um, and it's about the judicial system. But yeah, I just know that it's corrupt. Um, and I always want to give my brothers the benefit of the doubt of how it truly goes and you're innocent until proven guilty, and not just try to deem people guilty just based off what you know. Because like a lot of people did that with me, right? I called a charge and people just like, ah man, see, but I've been to prison 3 times, right? 3 times. None of them was really long bids. But twice I did something and the one time I didn't, right? Which was the last time, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now, the last time was the least amount of time I was in prison for, and it felt like the longest because I really didn't do it. I'm like, yo, hold on. Like, no, I'm trying to tell you that shit feel different. Going to jail for some shit you ain't do feels different. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So, um, yeah, I just give people the benefit of the doubt because a lot of people don't really know what's going on. Again, when it's a child involved, what I do know about the legal system when it's a child involved, because I had a case with my kids, right, that my kids were a part of, and even me filing paperwork and I put their whole name on it, they wouldn't accept that. They like, yo, you gotta put initials. Like they sent me my shit back. Like we not even like accepting that into the court with their real name on that shit. So I know um that it's even hard to get files with kids, even if you just say you like, yo, I want the paperwork to that. Like they gonna make you go through loops to get that. So like anybody wanting paperwork in Polight's case would be kind of hard in general. So do you really know what's going on? And people like, oh, it was DNA in her mouth. They found DNA here and DNA there. And it's just like, yo, I still don't trust y'all at the end of the day. You can tell me anything you want, but I know that they had DNA with OJ, and I know that they was taking blood and just squirting the shit everywhere and stuff like. So it's just like, come on, man. People could do whatever the hell. These people could do whatever the hell they want because that whole court system is a sham. It's a sham all in itself. It's corrupt as hell. People will say whatever they want. Like, trust me, bro. I was in court. I was in it. And while the judge was just agreeing with people, we had audio tape to say I ain't do the shit. A cop came on, Detective Michael Hawkins, got on the stand and said, yo, he did not refuse. Like, did you listen to my lawyer said, did you listen to the audio? That's what I'm saying. So, like, at the end of the day, I'm not believing none of these people until everything is over with and all the chips is on the floor. You feel me? Because a lot of times we like to get into this, like another thing I was talking about in my book, the indictment process, right? The defendant or his lawyer isn't in there with the grand jury. It's just the prosecutor. So she's giving this whole one-sided story, and then you get indicted. What, like, oh, they indicted him? Like, nigga, they can indict a ham sandwich, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And a judge from New York said that they can indict a ham sandwich if they wanted to. Yeah, nigga, because it's a one-sided, lopsided. It's a one lopsided process. You feel me? So it's like, um, I take stuff with a grain of salt, man. I'm not just going to just take you saying, yo, this happened, this happened, this happened. Like I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see all the evidence. I want to see, you know, what they have to say about their defense or whatever. Because you're not hearing any of that, right? And a lot of the times, it's a lot of goofy stuff that be going on. That's like behind the scenes in court cases that you don't know about. Like you know, the average person. I ain't even gonna say the average person. 90% of the people who even looking at a case when it's going on don't have the paperwork, all the paperwork to go with it. You don't got that discovery. Like the defendant gets a discovery of everything, right? Of everything that's going on. You're not getting that unless you go into the court building, you asking for copies, and a lot of people don't do that. So it's just like, you know, we don't know what they have or what they, because the prosecutor can say anything, man. They can say, oh yeah, we got this and we got that. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I got into this little shooting in New Jersey, they was like, yeah, prosecutors said to the grand jury, like, yeah, they called him out. They said Will Adams, the one in the black shirt, blue jeans. Like, nigga, nobody even said my name. Nobody ever said my name. Ever, ever, ever. She was just straight line. And that's how I when I challenged my indictment, it got overturned because she was saying that. Like, yo, nobody ever said my name. They didn't even know who it was. Literally in the police report, everything. Even when they was asking people, every single person's statement was, I don't know, it was a person in a van. It was like a van with and it was a white Maximum. I forgot, it was Maximum something. And they was like, he had on blue jeans, black shirt, blue jeans, black shirt. That's all you kept hearing. Blue jeans, black. And it's funny because me and the other person had on the same situation. I just had on a black tank top. He had on a black t-shirt, right? But we both had blue jeans on. So it was like nobody knew anybody's name. Nobody ever gave up anybody's name. But that's what the prosecutor kept saying in the grand jury. So again, they can say anything. I don't believe nothing these motherfuckers be talking about. You feel me? I don't believe nothing these people be talking about. So at the end of the day, I take stuff with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? So yeah, make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. I don't know if y'all heard the minister use the N word, but he getting older. I think that kind of had him hot because again, Rizza was, Rizza bigs up the minister heavy. You know, Rizza bigs him up heavy. And he's a heavy hitter for the NOI. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the young up and coming phenomenons in the community. Shout out to Rizza. He just got married too. If you see the thumbnail up there, that's his new fiance that he just asked to marry. That's why you see the ring on her finger or whatever. Yeah, so it's like at the end of the day, man, you just never know, man. People can get used by COINTELPRO because we're not gonna act like COINTELPRO just disappeared, right? They still do their little thing and use black people to go against the grain. You know what I mean? Again, this can be some scorn woman shit where you like, oh, you don't want to be with me no more. You rate like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that can that this can be. Again, a little money grab here and there. Like you just never know. So that's all I want to do. I just wanted to give my little 1-2 on that situation and topic. But listen, family, make sure y'all hit that Cash App too, man. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App. Please hit that Cash App. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you subscribe, I appreciate y'all. Man, I've been getting a lot of subscribers lately, and I appreciate all the love. I appreciate everybody who tunes in. Even if you're not subscribed, I still appreciate you lending the ear to listen to this content. You know what I mean? Y'all have a blessed day. Y'all be easy, and we out of here, family.